What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Let's see who we got here. Oh my God, we got a few people in there. There's Cammy. Hey, Cammy. Hi, Stacy. Yeah, birthday was yesterday. Just thinking, 2 more years on my birthday, I'll have a new president, maybe. I think. There's Nana. What's up, Nana? Good morning. All right. Hi, Angela. There's Millie. RN. Thank you for the belated birthday, Millie. It's not like I asked to be 50, but I'll take it. Hopefully I make 50 look good. So, man. So, what do y'all think about all this stuff going on with AWP? A lot going on. I got several topics here about the AWP situation that I'm kind of going to go over today. Oh yeah, and here's my little Christmas thing that I'm going to start decorating my studio for Christmas. I've been bitten by the bug, guys. I've been bitten by the bug. I guess they're still, let me see. Oh, I got something else to show you guys too. Oh, let me see if it'll reach over here. What I got for my birthday. I got well, no, it's like a smart clock. And you can supposedly check the weather and stuff like that with it. And of course, you know, it can listen in on my conversations. The government can. Woo, Don B's talking. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. It don't have a microphone. This one don't have a microphone, so they can't listen in on me. But I've always got this. And I got this thing here too, so I don't care. They're probably like, Lord, what's he talking about now? Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna look at let's see how them things are turning out. I'm not too I mean, I'm not really a political guy, but unfortunately it does affect the stock market and how my stocks do. So, well, according to this, guys, because normally the stock market likes like an even House and Senate. They don't like a majority in both. But it looks like, okay, the Senate's going to be real close. It's like 46 to 47. And let's see. I guess that's Congress. 202 to 175. The Senate's really close, though, guys. Look there. Look how close the Senate race is. So, but any Hoovers, I think we've kind of let enough people get in here now. We'll go ahead and start on with the meat and taters. Just get into the meat and taters of it. Yeah. So, AWP. Now, I got to doing some, I went ahead and done a deep dive on it. And let me start by getting this out of the way, because I seen this comment on someone else's YouTube channel, and they kind of make a good point. But at the end of the day, you know, God gave us the ability. I know we're not supposed to judge, but at the same time, God gave us the brain to judge. I mean, it's like, I guess we're not. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, if you're walking through a bad section of town and you see what looks to be, I guess maybe some gang members standing on the street, what they look like gang members, and they're playing with their knives, and they just look like they could get into some trouble. You know what I mean? God gave us this right here to judge that situation and judge those guys and go, maybe I'll go this way. I ain't going over there. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by judging. Anyway, this person says, some people don't care what someone done a long time ago. People grow. Jared may have been messed with also as a child. It's not our place to judge others. That's God's job. All right. So that being said, guys, what do y'all think about that statement? I like what Mark says here. He says, we are not supposed to judge, but we all do, whether we admit it or not. I mean, yeah, I do. I judge all the time. I know we're not supposed to judge others, but I mean, I do it all the time. Especially, like I said, in a bad section of town. I mean, if you're single and trying to mingle, you judge others, do you not? If you're looking for a babysitter to watch your kids, Billy Joe, you judge, right? And then let's see here. Frankie says that's not a valid reason for him to do what he's done. See, I can see Frankie's point of view also. Because you'd think, guys, that now I can't speak personally. I've never been in that person's shoes, and I've never been in that situation, luckily, thank God. But I'm just thinking, if I had been at a young age, I probably, wouldn't want to. Yeah, as I grew older, I probably wouldn't want to put someone else through that. So I can see, Frankie, what you're talking about. You know what I mean? And also, when you grow up and you're able to start making rational decisions on your own, it all comes down to, making, responsible choices. like what Julie says here. Him being abused doesn't negate the fact that he knew better by age 17. Stop making excuses for predators. Well, people do make excuses for them, don't they? They sure do. There's ICU. Hey, ICU. And she says if Jared has been charged, Don Wells will also be charged. I think the reason that is I think in Utah they went to a no, they changed those laws over to there's no statute of limitations on them. That's what I heard anyway. Man, Nana says, according to the emails between he and his cousin, it happened for generations. That family is crazy, Don. Yeah, I mean, there's a generational thing there. And there again, guys, I mean, in a certain degree, you are a product of your environment. But at some point, you've got to start making your own decisions and your own responsible choices. You know what I mean? And Susan said, that's what I heard. Also, Dawn, no statute of limitations. That'll change the whole, that'll change the game up there in Utah now. So, I mean, and again, at some point, guys, you have to start making responsible decisions. You know what I mean? It's just like a lot of times you guys seen this with me. A lot of times I'll be driving without my seatbelt. Now, if I have an accident and my face goes into the windshield, is it the person's fault that pulled out in front of me? Maybe a little bit. But maybe if I had my seatbelt on, my face wouldn't have kissed the windshield. You know what I mean, guys? If I'd have made the responsible decision to wear that seatbelt, maybe my face wouldn't have kissed the windshield. Here's another one for you. If Billy Joe had made the responsible decision to not leave those kids with Leilani, how about that, guys? How about that? And Betty says, I wish we had never heard anything about this. Well, actually, Betty, I'm glad we did. Because what we need to do, because if we hadn't heard anything about this, Doug and all the other team members that have like families to feed, they probably do other good charitable work. You know what I mean? We wouldn't know anything about it in order to be able to help these guys. It's like I done a real small video yesterday telling all my subs, you know, go to Doug Bishop's channel because he's got his own channel. Go to Josh Cantu's channel and go support those guys because more than likely they're out of a job and they got family to feed. And this is going to be a hopefully it will not be a long drawn out process because I'd like to see Doug, Josh, and all the other team members that want to take their talents and skills Um, Thank you, Versi. I appreciate the super sticker. I appreciate it. I like to see them take their skills and talent and continue this work. And if we know about all this hardship and scandal going on, we want to support. If they want to continue the work, the good work that they've been doing, we want to support them. So yeah, I'm all for us knowing about it. And Betty James also says, do y'all think the prosecution would have charged him if he wasn't famous? I mean, they have to. I think they have to, because they've got the responsibility of doing it. I mean, if it's just like the Gabby Petito thing. If they just kind of swept it under the rug, then you're looking at, a huge lawsuit. Huge. That's what I think anyway. And let's see, what's Cammy Burchett say here? You still can't take away the good work AWP did. I hope the remaining members stay together and make a new group. I do too. I do, Cammy. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see if I can share my screen here. Hang on just a second, guys. Let me figure out how to share my screen here. I don't know if I can. I'm learning this whole StreamYard thing, guys. So there we go. All right. Hang on just a second. Let me pull something up here, guys. Let me show you something. So I know their YouTube page is still up. Okay. I know their YouTube page and their website is still up too. So let me show you this, guys, if it'll show it. Hang on just a second. Look here, guys. All the sponsors, it says coming soon now on the sponsors. Adventures with Purpose sponsors coming soon. They have lost all their sponsors. About AWP. There's the guys. It says meet the team coming soon. There's no team members. No team members. It probably won't be long before the, here's a make a donation. Let's see what it says. Yeah, you can still make a donation to it, but it'd probably go to Jared. So let me ask you guys, were y'all able to see that? Because I was sharing it on my screen. I didn't know if y'all were able to see that or not. Let me know if I've done that right. But I went to their webpage is still up. Their YouTube page is still up. Lord, they still got I think they got like 2.8 million subscribers. So y'all were able to see that when I shared my screen. So I guess they had sponsors. Hello, Audrey from Ohio. Oh, let's see. Got somebody. So where's everybody from? Let me go ahead and know where everybody's from here. We got anybody outside the U.S.? Let me know if we got anybody from outside the U.S. in here. All right, we've got no excuses in Alabama. Angela from New York. Kimmy, Nebraska. Hey, there's Australia. Shazza. Bruno, Florida. South Carolina, Virginia, East Tennessee. I see you, my mama's belly. Toronto, there's UK. Rianne, Tanya in Arkansas. Okay. Canada, New Brunswick, Ontario, Trudy and Melanie. Cammy's like, I see you. I love your answer. That's awesome. Hey, we got Ukraine in here. Pray for you guys. Praying for you. SC Vlogs. Hello from Ukraine. Praying for you guys. Whew. Georgia. Well, y'all gave us a butt whooping, didn't you? Mobile, Alabama. All right, guys. So let me start by talking about, and I've kind of experienced this myself, but I never did have to invoke it. Non-compete agreement. A non-compete agreement. I had to sign one a long time ago when I was working in the electronic industry. I won't say what I was doing, but well, I mean, I was working on electronic radios. I'll just say that. But I had to sign a non-compete agreement, and basically, what happened is, you know, something came up. It wasn't like this, like what, you know, Josh and Doug are having to deal with, but needless to say, all us employees just kind of got out there, and I did have the opportunity to fly to California and start up my own business, but at the time I was kind of wanting to take another journey, if you will. So, and California being nothing to do with California, but you know, nothing with the people there. Let me just say that. But you know, the way the government is out there, the taxes and all that, I just, you know, I try not to make decisions on the fly. So I gave it 30 days, thought about it, let it sink in. So I called the people back and said, you know, I appreciate the offer, but I'm just going to kind of do my own thing out here in Tennessee. So, but they've got definitely some contracts that hopefully will get voided because of basically stuff outside their control. Hey, Miss Christine. Yeah, there's there's going to be some YouTubers that cover this in a responsible way, and some of them that's not going to cover it in a responsible way. I'm going to try to cover it in a responsible way. And like today, we're going to talk about some issues with this whole AWP thing that we'll talk about in a responsible way. So I'm not going to be calling people, cousin, whatever, and this and that. So um, hope you're doing good, Miss Christine. But hopefully, Doug, Josh, and the other team members can get the non-compete agreement contracts voided, because I mean, basically, it boils down to it was stuff that happened that was outside their control. You know what I mean? So I feel like the non-compete agreements should be voided. They should be null and voided. And on top of that, let me ask you guys this, because this just hit me too. Because you've got these team members, they're doing this, they're feeding their families with this, giving back to the communities with this. They've got a great reputation. Now keep that in mind. Do you think the team members could actually sue Jared for damages? And if they can, maybe they can use that money to do their work. What do y'all think? Because, I mean, what if Jared just decides to be a jerk about this whole thing? You know what I mean? What if Jared decides to be a jerk and just makes it difficult for all the team members and everybody involved? Because he owns the company. So, I mean, do y'all think that, do you guys think that the team members could actually sue Jared for damages? I mean, Jared definitely gave the company a black eye. I mean, legally, could they say that he damaged their reputation too in a certain way? And let's see. She says he is a master narcissist. So I got no idea. Miss Christine says maybe they could buy his part out or just motion for his part in the company. And Sherry says, I hope the team finds a way to continue their great work. I mean, I do too, guys. I do too. Yeah, Mark even thinks so too. Mark's like, I always thought Jared was a jerk. He rubbed people the wrong way. That's okay, Miss Christine. I've got the bots taken care of. Um, Rianne says this case is so sad for the other people employed. I mean, like I said, yeah, like I said, Doug was probably feeding his family. Josh was probably, if he's got a family, he was. I mean, regardless, I mean, that's their um, bread and butter. Y'all see me? See, this is what's weird about. I might go back to just doing live through YouTube because StreamYard says I've got one bar. It says my connection is unstable. This is StreamYard, guys. It says my connection is unstable. If you're on a Wi-Fi, try plugging in to your router or moving closer to it. Now that is what StreamYard is saying. Now I go down at the bottom of the Chromebook, and Chromebook is saying that I've got a full bar. So I'm kind of not liking the way StreamYard's doing here with my connection. Oh. Miss Chris, my screen went black for just a second, so I don't know what that's about. So, did it go black on y'all for like 5 seconds or so? Huh? Well, StreamYard's saying I've got a poor connection. Connection is unstable. I don't know, guys. I'm getting 100 megs in here in my office. That's not. That's not. In my upload, see, I'm getting 100 megs upload and 10 megs, or 100 megs download and 10 megs upload. That's pretty good to me. Shouldn't have no problem streaming. Okay. Well, I'll carry on here, guys. Well, let's talk about Jared's family too. I mean, not only the team members were affected by this, um, Jared's family's been affected by it. How are they dealing with it? You know what I mean? I didn't look and see if Jared's got kids or anybody know if he's got kids. I guess he's got a wife. But I mean, how's it going to affect his family? His family. Oh, he has adult children. Oh, okay. But I mean, still, um, I mean, is it going to give his family a black eye? I mean, his family may used to walk around town and everybody's like, hey, that's the family of AWP. They do good work, and that's what. And now it's probably like, well, your husband ought to be ashamed of himself. Lord gosh, and um, things like that kind of happen out in public when all this stuff kind of goes down too. I can see that. Yeah, I think. Let's see. I think I didn't write down. I think I should have though. I'm thinking. Let me see, guys. Uh, Hold on just a second. Yeah, Jared's appearance in court is scheduled for November 30th. So have y'all heard that? If you're not, you heard it here first. Jared is expected to be in court November 30th over this stuff. I guess it'd be in court. Well, he could be. I guess it'd be in Utah. But he's supposed to be in court November 30th. So, and here's the thing, guys, and I want y'all to remember this. Doug and all the team members, they probably can't say too much right now because of the contracts and the lawyers involved and all that stuff. But it doesn't mean that we still can't support them. We can still support them. You know, you can go over to Doug's channel. You can reach out to him, ask him if he needs anything. It would be nice if Doug and Josh could give an interview. I'd love for Doug to give an interview with someone. And as long as he doesn't talk about AWP, they can't mention it. I know that they can't mention AWP. So I guess they've been gagged. But if Doug and the team member could do interviews, it'd be nice to see how they're doing, see if they need anything, see if we can support them. Things like that, because hopefully they get all this legal stuff resolved and behind them pretty quickly. That's what I hope, so they can go ahead and continue doing the good work that they do. Someone said just get rid of StreamYard, you're freezing. Yeah, Debbie, I may. Debbie's telling me that I'm freezing. And then Stepha says, please support Josh Cantu. He was the first to officially resign yesterday. Kudos to him. He has a wife and an 18-month-old daughter. Angelia says, I'm not freezing on my end. It's not too bad. You come right back. Okay. But it is doing something. So, yeah, starting tomorrow, guys, I'll just jump back to going live through the YouTube app. I don't know if I can, pull up your comments and put them on. Thank you, Justice. I don't know if I can pull up your comments and put them on screen like I do in StreamYard, like I just done with Justice. But I'll see. But I mean, what's the point in watching me if you can't enjoy me? You know what I mean? Justice says if Jared convicted, Don Wells could be too. Yeah. I mean, and again, guys, it just depends on the prosecutor also. I mean, they have to look at it. But again, the prosecutor can say, well, I just don't think, some prosecutors are lazy and some ain't. I mean, you get that in every jurisdiction. So it just depends on the prosecutor. I mean, the prosecutor that's hearing Don Wells's case, he could be lazy and just not want to deal with it. He's got to look at it, though. I mean, and by being lazy, and what I mean by being lazy, he may just say, there's not enough here to fool with it. when in all actuality there could be. But he's got, bigger things that will make his reputation a lot bigger. But who knows? Who knows? I just assume that it's going to be up to the Jared's going to have a different prosecutor than Don Wells, more likely, unless it's in the same county or whatever. But yeah. Oh, that's another question I was going to ask you guys. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? What kind of a sentence do you think Jared will get out of this? I mean, he's already been indicted, so they're taking it seriously. He's got a little bit of a record. Jared does. Yeah, Sheriff Ronnie Lawson. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson is the sheriff in Hawkins County. Miss Christine says it depends on statute of limitations. Probably not enough time, says Millie. And Mysterious Crime says, finally catching you live on here. And Cammy Burchett says there's no statute. Yeah, they changed the laws, Miss Christine. There's no statute of limitations anymore. Statue. Tomato. So who thinks, since we're talking about this stuff, talking about what sentence Jared may get, I'm just curious, guys. Who in here thought Ronnie Lawson's son, if you know about the case, who in here thought Ronnie Lawson's son got a sweet deal? Yes or no? I'm curious. There's 2 yeses. Angelia, Brianna, of course it did. Yes. I think he got a kiss. Selena Dixon says, I think he got a kiss. And Shorty said he needs to be removed from his duties. I mean, I think he needs to. I think, if anything, if he needs to either step down or let this be his last term. It's too much. This was just too much for Hawkins County. One thing, I bet if there was a lot of pressure and what is that word I'm looking for? I'd say if there's a lot of pressure on Ronnie Lawson and national exposure to what he done, you never know, he might solve Summers' case pretty quickly, just to get people to quit talking about the scandal there over his son. Goodbye, Jules. Yep, goodbye. That's what they. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, you know, um, he got 1129 out of a 20-year sentence. Kind of speaks volumes, don't it? I think the judge. Uh, I think the judge ought to be looked at too. The judge is ultimately the one that gave him his sentence. You know what I mean? And yeah, Justice says, do you think if Jared is convicted, couldn't Don Wells uh, be convicted too? Same circumstances. Like again, Justice, it all depends on the prosecutor. You know, Lord, if they both have a lazy prosecutor, they're probably both going to get slapped on the wrist. But if they've got good prosecutors in these cases, then they'll get a little bit more than a slap on the wrist, you'd think. But it all, I mean, it all, and the judge too. I mean, the prosecutor can prosecute the hell out of them. But at the end of the day, if the judge does what he done to Ronnie Lawson's son and gives him 1129, what do you do? You know what I mean? No, Brandon Lawson is not out of jail. He has to do his 1129. He got transferred, is what I was told. That's why it's showing kind of weird. And that's what started the whole rumors. It's where he got transferred. So a lot of people just didn't take time to understand it. Yeah, he is. He got moved. So that's all that is. He's not out of jail. Brandon Lawson is not out of jail. Oh. Yeah, sometimes when you go to these Vine links or whatever, it you know, anything electrical is going to have glitches, and I'm sure that these websites ain't. They probably got like middle schoolers designing them and running them and stuff like that. So. People at technical colleges that are just learning coding, they probably use those for free labor to build their websites and stuff. Well, guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I got for you. So again, the website's still up. Their YouTube page is still up. Lord, their YouTube page still has like 2.8 million followers. I was curious to go see if they took a hit, but they're still showing like 2.8 million followers, or not followers, subs. I'm thinking Instagram, I guess. So I wonder if the YouTube page will go down, and the website's still up, but their sponsors, they're gone. When you look under team members, that link, there's no team members listed. It's gone. So I wonder how long the website will be back up. Well, guys, I'll be back on tomorrow at 12. Like I said, Monday through Friday, I'll be doing lives at 12 to 1. And then on weekends, if something don't come up on weekends, I'll be doing lives from 6 to 7. So hope you guys can make it when I do those. And it's just just a thing I want to do, just to, talk about what's going on, and, let you guys throw some comments on here. And I'll try to stick with StreamYard. That way I can throw your comments up on here like I do. I don't think you can do that in the YouTube app. Brendan says, what about, let's see, what about sponsors? Well, AWP had sponsors. They probably had people like Garmin, who makes the sonars and stuff like that were sponsoring them. If you go to adventureswithpurpose.com and you click their about section, you go under sponsors, it's blank now. There's no sponsors. Yeah, I've got Julie, I got a laptop coming. I've got a laptop coming. Should be here Friday. So, and I may have to get me a thingamabob. What's that? An external camera. I'm looking into getting. It depends on the camera setup on that laptop when I get it, because this is just golly, this is probably like $100 Chromebook. So I went and got me a decent laptop. Got me a Core i3 processor, 11th generation. That sucker goes up to almost 5 gigahertz. I'm probably talking some jargon y'all don't even understand, but it's supposed to be a pretty good laptop. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. And Justice Jane says, yeah, they're still at 2.8 million subscribers. And Christina says, thanks for being you, Don B. Anytime. And Brendan says, i3 is slow. Well, it's slow if you're doing hardcore gaming and trying to make movies for Star Wars and stuff like that. But for what I do, just getting on here and streaming YouTube, and compressing some videos, i3 will be just fine, especially at 4 gigahertz. 4 gigahertz will take care of all this easily. And 16 gigs of RAM. You got to make sure you throw in the RAM there. Well, I mean, it don't matter if you guys unsub from AWP or what. I'm thinking it's just going to go down. I'm thinking it's just a matter of time before it's just like gone. I mean, Jared's going to be gone, obviously. I think, All right, I'll go check that out, Mama. So, we'll go check that out. I'm near Morristown, so I'll check on that. So, guys, I've got some work to do, apparently. I got some work to do. Support with Stephen says, Don B, I just found your channel. I'm enjoying your content. Thank you. ICU says, a kid was found in a dumpster in Morristown. Oh my. Yeah. I'm probably I'm a few minutes away from Morristown. I'm closer than you think. So we'll check into that and see what's going on there, guys. So I've got some work to do. Thank you guys for joining me. And again, if you missed it, just coming in, I've got it set up, I believe, where you can go in and watch the replay. So definitely watch that. It's a great way to support me, support the channel. And again, speaking of supporting, go over to Doug Bishop's YouTube page, reach out to him, see what he needs. Let's support those guys. Him and Josh can too. They need to keep doing the good work they're doing. And if we can support them in doing that, I'll be more than happy to. That's what I'll say about that. So anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, bam.